to win. Eco tick, oh eco tap.
Hey.
Eco tick, oh eco tap. Eco tick, oh eco tap. Eco tick, oh eco tap.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, souls of all creation, I am your host, and tonight we will be reviewing One Punch Man Season 2. So, that One Punch Man Season 2, you guys gotta let me know. Do you guys think that it was a flop? Or do you guys think that Season 1 was extremely better? Extremely better than Season 2? Because, frankly, okay, the first episode wasn't too bad. Second episode wasn't too bad. Third episode wasn't too bad because, you know, we was being introduced to, like, King, right? And personally, when King showed up, I thought King was gonna be a monster. Like, as what people were saying, like, oh, he's this, don't look at him. Oh my god, King. And I was like, oh. And then Saitama shows up. He's like, King? Really? Next thing you know, when you got, like when the monsters and stuff show up, and that's when King is scared shitless, and Saitama just beast him down, and he's like, wait, what? You're not that strong. Oh shit, like that. So I was like, okay. Saitama found out that he wasn't that strong, and then you got the hero hunter, you know, and then Garu coming around, basically just killing everybody. Like, he was in the I guess this little prison thing, he just fucked up everybody. Hey, I was like, yes. Ooh, yeah, like this is gonna be a guy that's gonna finally put Saitama, like, push him to his limit. Nope. The first time they meet each other, the man freaking just karate chopped him, and that was it. That was it. And then he left him in a dumpster, and he's just trying to figure out, like, yo, who did that? How I got here? Oh well, and stuff. So I was like, damn, yo, he's not on, you know, Saitama's level, and he's pretty damn good. Like, how he was basically fighting like some of the other heroes, and he was beating them, yeah. And I was like, okay, you know, he was doing like quite well and stuff, even when he was beating up like Silver Fang's apprentice or students, you know. And then he went up against like some other heroes, and he was beating them in the park and stuff. And I was like, yo, that was fine. And then the movements and how the animation was, I was like, yo, this was freaking good, yo. Even though it's not done by Madhouse, and it's done by, you know, JC staff and stuff, and JC staff, you know, they've kind of done, I guess you can say, like, okay, I guess animations and stuff, because, well, I should say like animes, because I think it was an anime called like Honey and Clover and some other like well, I think it was Starship Girl too that they did, but you know, they've done like some good work in the past and stuff. It was just that when they did One Punch Man, you know, season 2, I felt that it wasn't bad. You know, I felt like the animation wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't as crazy as how, you know, in Madhouse, when they was cooking it up, and everybody could tell the difference. You know, it is not rocket science. Like, everybody could tell the difference on how, you know, Madhouse and how they hooked everything up in the animations. It was stupid good. It was stupid good, you know. But the only thing that was kind of like, I guess you can say, slow dragging it was, I guess, the stuff that was happening with Saitama. It wasn't really the Monster Association. It wasn't really them. It was just like, I guess, how Saitama was basically written. It was just like, you barely saw him in any of like the show. Like, okay, yeah, you had Genos, you know, or was it Genos? Genos, yeah, you had Genos, and you know, it was okay, you know, it was okay. And then towards the ending, I should say, was where you had like Silver Fang and then Garu, and then Silver Fang's like brother, and they was going up against Garu, and they was beating the hell out of him. I was like, damn. I was like, okay. But then we was about to see something crazy. Until he was rescued by this pigeon hawk looking thing, and he was like, oh, I gotta take you back to the Monster Association, because he was scared shitless, because he was like, listen, if I can't take this man back, yo, Orochi's gonna eat me. And how Orochi was looking in the Monster Association, how he ate that dude, he looked at him, because he was like, oh, Why am I here? This place sucks. He looked at this dude, grabbed him, and said, oh, talking shit, huh? Talking shit, huh? And you failing and you suck? I'm about to eat your ass. Oh, I was like, yo, this dude. And I was like, I thought he was gonna fight Saitama. And I was like, yes, he looks like Orochi looked like he crazy. So I'm like, yo, if he going up against Saitama and they gonna fight, I said, oh, it's gonna be just like how we had in season 1 where you had Saitama, versus this dude. What's his freaking name? I forgot his name, but he went up against this dude and he beat him and stuff, and it was crazy because Saitama was like, yo, you kind of had me sweating a little bit. You had me make me bust out, one of my moves on you, and I was like, damn. But I don't know. Like, I felt like this season, like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. I should say that. Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. Even though, like, I'm happy that we got, like, a season 2. Because, frankly, we all was scared and we all thought that we possibly wasn't going to get a season 2. And because it took them, like, what? Season 1 came out in 2015, so 16, 17, 18, and then 19. So, what is it, like 4 years? So, 4 years for them to, actually to come back, and we don't want it to be like another 4 years, and it's like, oh, that's a little bit too long. So I'm hoping that season 3 can come out quick. Like, maybe we can get maybe October, November, December, January, or maybe somewhere around those times they can come back for like a season 3, and hopefully it gets refreshed a little bit better. Because the one thing that I did like was when Saitama, when Silver Fang and Genos, and when it was fighting up against like that centipede thing, and they mentioned Blast. So I was like, oh shit, who's Blast? And it was like, oh, he's the guy that almost killed that giant ass centipede looking thing and stuff. And that's when he turned around, because King was making like a distraction. So he was like, oh, Blast is here. So everybody's like, yo, Blast? Yo, he's back? Like, yo, Blast is back? And I had me hyped, because I said, yo, who is this guy? And stuff. But it was so funny, because when the centipede was coming towards King and stuff, he was like, yeah, it's gonna be enough time for him to show up and stuff. So he was about to kill him. So it was so funny. He was like, Saitama? It was funny because Saitama just showed up at the last second, and that's when he one punched the shit out of the centipede and stuff. I was like, yo, that was sick. Like, don't get me wrong, that was funny, because some of the humor that they had in season 1 and which they had in season 2, it wasn't bad. I felt like it wasn't I felt like it wasn't too bad and stuff. The action was somewhat impactful and stuff. But yeah, like I don't know, like I just felt like we was kind of robbed a little bit of Saitama. Like, we didn't really see much of him this season. It was like, yeah, he was there, and the one thing that we was kind of like robbed off of was when that other monster showed up. What was his name? Gotetsu. You know, that other monster that showed up and stuff, and that's when I thought he was gonna be crazy too, because he kind of almost looked like Akuma slash Zod, kinda, to me. I don't know, I know some people like, oh, you got a weird ass imagination, that he don't look nothing like no Zod or Akuma to me. Like, the hell you talking about? Like, I know I'm gonna get those type of people, but listen, this man to me looked like he was a mixture between Zod and Akuma, because how he showed up and stuff, and he was like, oh, I'm strong, I can do this and I can do that and stuff, and he was basically showing up with like those little monster apple things where you eat it and you become a monster and stuff. It was disgusting. But when Saitama came back with his head, I was like, what? I kind of wanted to see the fight, like I wanted to see what happened. But once again, I guess because they had to save money, and I guess it would have been too much animation and too much explosions if we would have seen like a full-on fight between the two. And I felt like that should have probably been like the ending, Like, sure, we would have had like Aro and stuff, but I felt like we should have had like Saitama versus this guy, like Gotetsu. You know, we should have had that. Like, this man would have been, oh my god, man. I think that would have been it, or Orochi. You know, but I don't know what's going on in the manga because I haven't read it. I haven't checked it out. So if Blast is doing some crazy shit, or he's stronger than Saitama or whatever, I'm telling you, it's gonna be freaking crazy. Cause like I said, I haven't dove into the manga. I don't know who's doing what. I don't know who Saitama's fighting. Is Orochi giving him problems? I don't know any of that. But all I know is that the show was alright. You know, hopefully it gets to season 3. Hopefully we see more of Saitama, some more fights, you know, more craziness, some of the other heroes. Hopefully we see Blast, because now I'm interested. I kind of want to see who Blast is, because they mentioned him and they said that he's the number 1. He ranks 1 above all the heroes. So I'm like, I gotta see this. I gotta see this. I gotta see who freaking Blast is. Like, yo, how busted is this guy? Like, I must know. I must know how crazy he is and stuff. But I know that One Punch Man game is supposed to be coming out. I think it's called the hero a hero that nobody knows. So that's also gonna be a thing that's gonna be coming out soon. So yeah, like I think eventually, like, if they get things together, and when they give us like a proper way of putting like a Saitama versus like a stronger person that he's never faced before, because I think that's all we kind of want to see, because we want to see somebody that is insanely strong, that's giving even Saitama problems that he won't even be able to beat, and to eventually he has to bust out all his moves that he's learned, even the ones that he haven't used in a while, to go up against a guy that's giving him trouble, and he has no choice but to use these moves and stuff, because that's all we want to see. That's all we want to see out of One Punch Man and stuff. But yeah, man, One Punch Man season 2 was okay. But yeah, you know, if you like what you heard you like, you know, please subscribe, share, do all of that wonderful stuff, and I'll catch you later.